5 seconds remaining.
The Dire get a ban. Ten seconds.
Here's the Radiant ban.
The Dire get a ban. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to
Radiant's
Alliance
turn to
versus T1. We just had game one, and a game that I think had probably one of the most abrupt endings that I've seen in quite some time.
Yes.
I mean, normally get some people
Dire's turn to pick.
drink.
That's literally what happened.
It did. You go check the VODs, check that. Quite an ending. It just ended.
Yeah.
It just ended. It absolutely did. Alliance, they got to pick themselves up after that sort of an ending. That was definitely a rough one. T1 styling on them last moments. Mr. Cuckoo, indeed, coming up with spectacular plays.
Look at that. They did not ban the Magnus. And
Open with the snap this time.
It was. They played.
Yep.
Their duo of supports, I think, were pretty beastly.
Yeah,
Zephyr and Whitemon were
5 seconds
literally
remaining.
everywhere. It was. I mean, yeah, of course, it was explosive ending from Cuckoo and Carl having such an unbelievable laning phase, as expected as a Negrophos versus Ember. But yeah, the support movements, support plays, they were everywhere. Every time I saw them, it was just like, oh look, like Limp getting caught by a cookie into a frostbite, or plus a Reaper. They were always there, being super active. So.
Alliance, what are they going to do this time around? No silencer ban.
Yes.
Alliance have been like, ban that outlaw. Maybe look at themselves.
I mean, that one didn't make sense to me, right? The last
no, because you said with T1s, they've not been doing it here.
not even once.
No. Left in, IO. That.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Time to pick another.
Covering from the last game.
Yeah.
Stuff
Disgusting.
together, guys. You know,
10 seconds.
blinking your.
5 seconds
I think
remaining.
it's worth it to go for something IO. And last game, they ended up with pretty difficult ways to just head on team fight, and that could lead to being the same thing when you have IO.
Team fight, like, especially when playing some like
Dire's turn to
against
pick.
team.
Mars.
There it
There
is.
you go. It's,
The Iron Myers with
A good
Iron
bit
Myers
of the
they started
team
with.
fight. Start things off. Like
Yeah.
the fact that this series win rate sort of picked up today, or is it still not too great?
Because they did lose
weren't
with it
great
this,
yesterday.
they lost with it this morning too. We
Right,
were
it's probably
casting.
still
Remember?
pretty low then.
10 seconds.
We casted their IO Mars. That was this morning, right? Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Alliance
So
IO
much-
Mars,
yeah,
and they
so
lost
many
the long
games, so many
game.
Dota.
That was the 60-minute game
Is
that
this
they
the-
lost with the Limp Mars. So
Day 3 or day 2?
Dire's
Mars.
back.
Oh,
So much
I don't want to show you the win rate on
What's the
it.
win rate?
Just guess. Take a guess.
I'd go with
20 games.
20 games. I would go with
Okay, it's not that bad.
Okay.
But it is pretty bad. It's a 15% win rate
15% win
across
on
19
Mars.
teams.
But the team still love it.
Teams still picking it.
Team still,
Yeah.
they say it's not the hero.
Yeah,
10
and we see
seconds.
T1, they take up their Lina early on here, even though they see the Mars that we saw
5
Limp play.
seconds
Lina
remaining.
did fine versus that matchup in the later stages of the game, got super buyer, and they're going to ban out the Invoker. As we've seen, the Invoker is one of the better responses versus Lina in game
The
and in late.
Dire get a ban.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
that, after that performance,
I mean,
like,
Cuckoo, take the bag again.
Seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
See if Alliance wants to do something similar as they did earlier, right? They did their Nyx, they did the Gyros. They've now played 2 Nyx games that did not go successful, so probably going to stay away from Nyx Assassin, I'd imagine. Even though they're playing into Snapfire and Lina, they attempt to grab it again.
I don't. I think.
But yeah, they lost with it twice today, so it's like
they won't go with it. I'll be very surprised.
they could look at something. Honestly, they could actually look at something like that silencer though.
I think the silencer could be a temptation.
Yep. With Mars, then you always get the guaranteed initiation if it is an off-lane.
Here's the Radiant ban.
To stop to the kisses every time.
That is a hero that does get on top of that core Lina.
10 seconds.
Done.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean,
The heroes, of course, do, but like. Timed out. They could want something. I used to be Bat versus Mars every time because you could fly over arena.
Dire's ban now.
Ban Spectre. We've seen that multiple times now when they've ran IO.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Okay, so they're just you know what? I think they're just targeting Nico Baby's popular. Void was one of his big ones. Slark's his other.
what else was he with?
Here he played Void Lifesteal.
10
They haven't really.
seconds.
Void Lifesteal, he had a Morph win and he.
Radiant's
The
turn
Wraith King
to
game,
pick.
I cannot believe they got Wraith King in. It was versus Doom and Void, the last pick. He had like the most given Wraith. Alliance will still ban the mag.
Dire's turn.
Take it again.
And they're gonna, even though it looks
Different
so
support.
tempting, right? Like, look at those heroes you're playing.
It's just
Nyx
not been
looks great,
working.
but it's not working. Yeah, get the Ogre. Get a steroid for Nico Baby. Get a strong lane. Because right now, I think that's what they're also lacking. Even though, hey, G, like we said, did unbelievable work. Is that
He made
Weaver
a
to make
lot of space. I mean,
but
yeah, Nico Baby's farm was great last game. It just
yeah,
came
and
crashing down in an
Seconds
instant.
remaining.
Didn't matter how much he'd farmed at all.
literally bought his BKB, got Reapered, and the game ended.
Dire's turn to pick.
Their side
Very
for the
nice.
ET. Fight, team fight, team fight.
2 man far, and I know what big.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
They usually opened with.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Earth.
The offlane. So
Mm,
this will be the
Okay.
Cuckoo Shaker or the Cuckoo ET? Cuckoo Shaker.
You know what's crazy though? Like, they're just like, okay, you picked Ogre. That hero's kind of a team fight hero, but we're gonna raise you 2 more team fights, like 4 team fight heroes.
10
As Lena's not
seconds.
really a team fight. Lena's more just like her own monster, but
5 seconds remaining.
Be very careful with your carry selection out line. Yeah. Right. This could be their 2 play.
I see this. I like Sven.
Sure,
IO.
Sven against the ET. I mean, that's the one we're seeing getting
Yeah.
banned a lot. Absolutely.
Fire. Nice Warcry for your team. You've got a Bloodlust.
Yep.
You've got an Overcharge.
Sven does seem solid.
But yeah, it's like every time I've been seeing these IOs picked up, I just see the opposing team just they just raise the element of team fight every time, and it becomes a game of like cat and mouse,
Yeah.
where the team with IO is just always playing run away from the other team until they're online, and then they can look to get their late game on.
Warrior.
Okay.
Go with the Ursa. Baby.
Fast pace. I
Sure.
think that's what Alliance is looking for too here, rather than looking for which Sven is slow or slower. Fast paced and
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
stun to control him.
Matchup, too. The past, Ursa used to be
Here's
pretty
the
okay versus
Radiant band.
Shaker hurts. If he's a core
You
Shaker,
take a lot of damage
he
in the
hits
lane.
back. As soon as you hit 3 on Shaker, if you're playing versus a melee core, you're always good.
Well, and it will be what FNG on the Ogre and the lane with him, right?
5 seconds
Going to be playing these
remaining.
dual melees into a Shaker and an ET. Shaker and ET, they love playing against two
Dire
heroes,
I
right?
think it'll be Shaker
now.
Snap. But either way, that's
Oh,
the same
that's
thing.
true. Yeah,
Same
sure.
thing.
Okay,
Snap,
okay,
Snap
as
loves
well.
to play
Yeah.
versus melee.
So yeah, it's a lot of
same kind
stuns,
concept.
a lot of burst damage in the lane. Take out the 23 morph.
After that last game, absolutely. And also when you're playing with Mars, it's a hero that can just wave out of the arena.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
I keep saying Death Prophet,
Death
but people
Prophet,
aren't
keep
picking
saying-
it because
no.
it's one of the better matchups versus the Lina. But still not seeing it. A couple times now. Did even play the Mars time too. He did play Mars versus the Lina. It didn't
Is
go
there-
that bad in the lane.
No. Is there a benefit, like, is there a sort of offlaner that's maybe been forgotten about that you could then get in as your final pick for a lane?
Gonna be able to see what he's laning again. So that's. I think they're gonna just make the decision once they see
they
what
have the full
T1
draft,
picks. Yeah,
yeah.
once you see everything, because you're gonna know exactly what Doom is still in the available, but then it's like very similar to the draft that they played earlier with the Mars, the Doom, the Gyro, the IO. You don't see a
Here's the
pick that
Radiant
Doom just yet.
band.
Ban the Venom. Big one, but it's banned.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, when I see all this sort of
Dire's turn
Bloodseeker
to pick.
in popularity, I mean,
Oh, that would have been yeah. Troll.
20
That's the other 23 Savage one that I
Troll,
was forgetting.
wouldn't
Yeah, that's the other Savage hero. That's a
you know, like Bloodseeker, this game's not known for the Ursa. You've got Trim and a lot of stuns.
It's all right. Doesn't strike me so much as a Savage hero.
Okay.
He's more
Unless
of
he's a
those
bit heavier.
like he's one of those soup. Yeah, he's one of those like
5
beast carries.
seconds
That's what he likes to
remaining.
play. So for like the late game,
Do
they
some,
wanna
yeah,
do
do some of the
Dusa.
gyro if they want to go.
Pick.
Okay, a little bit more
Razor.
early.
Oh,
I
that's
actually did not
nice.
expect that from him. I'll be totally honest with you.
That's not
That's
something
one
he's been
that's
playing?
not at all.
No.
That one really
But
catches me off guard.
against Ursa, Mars, pretty good, I think.
Yeah, they have played it in the past, but I believe they
I
played
mean,
it recently versus like a gyrocopter, but
Now-
that was in like a different.
Now that it is a Razor in the safe lane, do you
5
put the Mars
seconds
in and get something
remaining.
else on the off lane? Or do you sort of just tank it and let the Mars have to lane into Razor?
Well, Razor's safe lane,
Sniper.
so
Choose
yeah,
your
you're gonna switch it up.
hero.
No, you are going to put the
You're
Mars.
gonna put them. Yeah.
Because
You're
even
putting
though
them-
that's not fun for the Mars.
but you have spear. You have spear to play around
okay,
Link,
sure, to push him back. Link
and you want to
Sniper.
have the matchup. Okay.
They've done this. I believe they have one other game where they did do this. Alliance here in the group stages. And
Sniper's won, but Sniper won the other day when it was picked right by Secret. Heavy minus armor draft.
yeah, I mean, are they going to have enough to keep T1 from getting on top of Limp?
Right now, T1 does not have the most to get on unless Snapfire gets an Aghanims. Unless Shaker gets like his early Blink Dagger or Aghanims. as well.
Okay. So you think Alliance do have a chance to sort of set up the fights in a way that Limp is going to be able to sit
They
back?
got
And,
good ways to protect him and good ways to body for him. They have 3 of the better body heroes. Ogre, Mars, Ursa.
10
Pretty strong.
seconds.
Not really good AoE control is the one thing I'm concerned about on Alliance.
5 seconds
While on the side of
remaining.
T1 they have probably all of the AoE control that I can think of. So that could be a little bit scary, but they do have bruisers to protect Limp.
right. Well, let's see if they can do so. Hit Limp. Kept alive. have a bit more of a chance than he did last game. Last game, very slow start for him, was able to recover. This time round, I mean, Sniper versus Lina, how does that sort of play out? Sniper can get the edge here with the distance, or?
I think Lina's just gonna still be fine,
Okay.
but Sniper's still gonna build. He's gonna build the farm, and
Yeah.
with a rotation, Sniper can easily get kill threat.
Great heroes.
Good
with a
lanes.
Small count.
Yeah, this looks like much stronger lanes, much safer lanes for Alliance. Definitely things could go horrifically wrong bottom. Like if a spear misses off the link,
Sure, yeah,
stuff like that
you're
could be
gonna get run out of the
disaster.
lane.
But if S4 is careful, Tonskin giving him that little speed. Looks better than much better than the last time's draft. But
No, I got it after
It's
T1's
just because
performance last game. I mean,
it's all these team fights. It's like when a team just has so much overwhelming team fight, and the other one only has like one or two small little bits of fight. It really concerns me when we get to these games because ease of execution is a thing.
And I'm just not too sure about the Ursa. I feel like you see sort of how T1 plays, and you know you've definitely you're being pretty brave, sort of saying I want to play an Ursa into that sort of battle. It could be hard for Nico Baby to get the space to stay on targets with T1 bringing the brawls as they do.
Yeah. But again, it is a fast-paced lineup with pretty much no cooldown dependency on Alliance, while on a T1, much more cooldown dependent.
Hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2. First game. Mathematic ending.
Yeah.
G. First blood here. Kuz, does he want to go for it? A Visher. I guess cookied in. Visher to block him off. G is trapped. Will certainly die here. We'll see if they get the kill too. Who's going to take it?
To the mid.
To Carl. There we go. Carl playing with a lovely boost of gold.
Okay. Well, now Lina will come out ahead. Because now she'll have a good chunk of
30
base
seconds
damage.
to battle.
Sniper should build. Still. Gotta get the ward up on the high ground too. And they're gonna wait for another. Zephyr was stuck. He actually had to cook him out of there.
Was he actually? Yeah, I guess
He was stuck. He was in the spot. And they'll double block camp. So blocking small camp, blocking hard camp. Not gonna let stack up those.
Cast off the line.
2 for 2 rune exchange,
We
though.
embark for battle.
It was your own damn
Lanes go.
You can run.
As so you say, you know, top lane, even though you're a melee, just having that spear, most of the time you are going to be able to stop the Razor from running you down.
You're not gonna have a great lane, but you're gonna be able to at least. They're actually doing the ogre top as well, so they did not put the double melee bottom. They are putting an IO with you.
All right. I
better.
think that makes sense. Yeah,
I mean,
you don't wanna
ET
play
and
double
Shaker would have just gone rampant down there.
Absolutely. Don't want to give Zephyr that chance. 2 melees and punch you in the face.
So. Double range up top, though. That's definitely concerning for S4 as well, S&D. And also, the one thing about this lane, too, is if you cookie as the spear is casted, it counters it.
Oh,
so that's the
damn.
counter versus the spear versus the link. So I guess that's why they went for this lane setup as well.
Okay, yeah, we've got to watch out, see if White Monk can get that timing.
Because I've seen people time it really well before. See. Lame, an excellent first lane for Limp. Wave for Limp.
But really yet to sort of get his hands on the wave. That lane, Nico Baby. They're pushing in against him. With this setup, Ursarai, like the two of them, how safe are they down here? Like, Shaker, kills available.
Usually when level 3. Well, when level 3 hits, it's a terrifying lane. Alliance has to be extremely careful. Because ET, level 2 Spirit, Enchant Totem with Aftershock, you know, that's always going to be a big threat. Till then, though, they should be able to keep their own, and it's just going to have to be Hanskin has to have very good position. Stay healthy. Limp, he unblocks his small camp, so he'll be able to start farming that right away, and he is going to have that good time. G, courier snipe.
Dire's courier just went belly up.
They're very even between Carl and them.
Yep. Both have farmed their small camp. I think they both have the same small camp as well.
They're fishing for guppies with cannon fire.
Lane, they do manage to get it onto FNG. S4 wasn't able to push them back. Not enough.
He does have his pull available, though. He did not decide to block it. Side of T1. ET, of course, does benefit when there is a pull available, being spirit on it, but as Hanskin pulls it back, that's when they're at the bottom side of T1.
Definitely having a very good time here, Lux. Yeah. Good edge against 23 in this inning phase, at least.
FNG is just frustrating at 23. The constant ignites.
Of course.
Spear down 23, stopping him getting that build up.
And I was mentioning before how they had that big stacked pull bottom. It denied a whole wave just now, so positioning of the lane is going to be really nice for Nico, baby. It's going to be all the way under his tower, which means the T1, if they step up too far, going to extra chance.
You
can take advantage of
that. You should run.
And it is right when they hit level 6, or hit level 3 too, on those two heroes on T1. So that's when they have their strongest point, and it's in a good spot for a line. Lane push. Oh, Obs and Sentry Wards on the floor. What's happening?
Wait, who did that?
It was your own damn fault.
I think those are FNGs.
Oh,
Those are FNGs. Whiteman's about to kill him. He tipped him. Cuckoo saw it from across the map.
No.
I was practicing.
He stole him instead. I don't think I've
Nasty,
ever seen that.
Wait, can you place enemies once? They don't become yours, right? Do they? Or they do?
I don't think I've ever even stolen enemy objects.
When has anyone ever stolen enemy objects?
They look placeable, but I'm not sure. I don't even know. Oh, and I
why
don't
were
even
they
have an
on
answer.
the ground? He just dropped them off the courier or something?
I think so, and then he wanted to keep himself in the lane. He didn't want to have to back up to get it from courier. Okay.
Yeah, well, can he use them for himself now? No. You don't know. They look. You don't,
I've never gotten to steal people's Obs and Sentries. I gotta be honest.
All right. Well, maybe I'll give them back. I'm sorry. See.
Payment received.
He did. He did.
He can place it.
He can place it.
He can place it. I was gonna say.
Yeah, they count as his now. They count as his.
Oh no.
Now, let's just hope that it's not one of those things where if it gets dewarded, it breaks the game, because the game's like, wait, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Can't compute.
It just gives it to FNG, gives it the gold anyway. Yeah. White monster.
Wards there.
I actually don't understand. Oh god!
Oh, this is why he's dewarding the ward. He's broken the game.
Wait.
He's dewarding the ward. He's broken the game. That's
Oh wait,
it.
Owen, are you serious?
I told you, bro.
No, they're coming back. I mean, that was very convenient timing. Wait, what the hell?
Sure, it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. It's not a bug. I hope it's. Imagine if it was.
I cannot believe that.
I think we're all good. Dash ping. Yeah, all good. Fine.
Dash ping.
No, Carl's gone again. Oh no. I told you, bro. They dewarded the ward that he picked up from the enemy. They didn't write the code for that. They didn't have enough code to write enough for that. And
the cheers are coming out.
Broken. Yep. The game is broken. I mean, maybe the game actually has broken, Fog.
What? They literally all these. It must have been like a quick power. It must have been like a power surge or something.
Okay.
Something must have happened in the room, right? Like, otherwise they wouldn't all DC at the same time.
Yeah, but they just reconnected and DC'd again. Guy's fine. I mean,
is he asking us?
back in.
Okay.
We good?
No DC, but TS. They have packet loss. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's getting.
They're
Maybe, you know what, Owen? Maybe it was a ploy the whole time. That now he's getting the gold and the experience from dewarding the obs that he gave away.
That's true.
Maybe.
Would you give up your obs if you knew you were getting a guaranteed D? Probably not.
Maybe early game.
Yeah, maybe that's the play. FNG here. One. Try.
Let's see what we got. Okay, so Limp, the gank coming in. Carl is smoked back to the mid lane.
And we're underway.
And the ward will be warded.
Yeah, we fixed the code.
And he gets the money and he gets the experience.
I'd like to think that somewhere there was a Valve dev watching, being like, I don't know what happened.
Oh, Carl, he just walks into no man's land. Stop. Trying to get a turn kill.
Not going to have enough there, though. And now with the shrapnel, they might be able to chase down. Oh, it's pretty speedy, actually.
Yeah.
Speedy.
He's got a 3-hero spirit on him. He's got plus.
They're still chasing.
20.
A big kill on onto Carl, though. Keep Limp having a very nice time in the mid lane. He was already farming pretty freely.
He was.
Continue.
And Carl just, he walked up blind. I mean, not blind. I think he had the obs ward at the end there, but he just walked right in. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Over aggressive by him this time. Not a Necrophos. And S4 is level 6 and has come out ahead in the top lane.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's having a great time.
That is crazy.
Oh. They kill him here. He's going to go for the TP out, and it's a smart call.
Yep. Big plays. Lines, all 3 lanes looking good. The ward up, though. It's going to get quickly dewarded. Zephyr trying to slow down the push.
He might be in trouble here, Zephyr. I think it's a big hit there from Limp. Yeah, Zephyr's gone for good. He's trying to turn him. Backup's on his way.
He's still alive.
Oh, okay.
He's still alive.
Here we go. We've got the sniper hit coming in. Bam! Assassinate comes into play, but all in all, T1, they do get 2 kills out of that.
And they get a D-ward.
A good response there from T1 coming in with the numbers.
Yep.
Sure that the Lions don't get away with that for free.
I did not expect this top lane to go so well for S4 though. But that quick little lane swap that they had, right? Just deciding to put the Ogre top instead.
Yeah, it's much better.
It paid off massively.
Dire's
Bit for 23.
is drowning.
Another D-ward, this time from the side of Alliance, so...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Burns, doesn't it?
Those bots had a good die.
23. Got the setup onto 23 with the arena down. They've got the burst. Limp comes in with the assassinate.
Throw a line.
Involved in another kill there. Nice and easy movement for Limp up the river.
Just like
point.
your ships.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
What about this Mars? Get him out of this lane,
Yeah.
but it's looking like an easy thing for them to do. Carl, as you say, he's not going to be interested in getting involved until he at least has his boots of travel done.
The support movement this time around for T1 has not been there like they did in the first game.
Oh, Carl!
T1.
Yeah, taking a bit of a risk there, stepping into the river to try and go on hand scan.
Another D-ward too. Alliance getting all of them. Give Cuckoo space to farm bottom. But Nico Baby's farming some ancients. He's like,
Cuckoo, he ended the last game. T1 can give him the space to get the items to make the plays. Be something. They're heading his way.
but Alliance have come out ahead all 3 lanes.
Cuckoo.
Still lingering.
He's in quite a bit of trouble here, I think. Fisher out, but there's 3 heroes on the hunt for him. And Nico Baby, he's going to be able to pick up the kill. Slowly. Trying to make sure that he gets the last hit on it. And he will.
And that's a lot of XP. Level 7 Earthshaker. 3 ways, 1 step 4 for each. 7. What have they been doing? They've just been keeping some stacks going so that 23 Savage can be more enabled because he did not get that much farm on top.
Bottom tower is about to
Right behind.
flounder.
2k gold lead by 10 minutes right now for Alliance. Smoking aggressively immediately.
Top
Know how strong they are
tower
around
needs some
S4.
friends.
Same as you, Tidehunter.
5 and 5 on the 2. 3 ignite. There.
There we
Oh,
go.
he's speedy.
Charging in. Arena's out.
faster.
You have the Fisher. It's blocking S4 off, but they're still able to get around. Nico Baby jumps in. Carl goes down.
What's this? Dire fortified
Big hits.
their
They're
structures.
faster with the tether. Phase boots from the Mars. No way the Lina can get away. And now, instant transition to mid. Tower.
Very active this game from Alliance, and it's
Middle tower
been a
just
whole lot
got
smoother than that.
knocked down.
Tower taken. Ancients as well, continuing to go in the way. Nico Baby as T1 losing control of the map.
And he's going to lose another ward. That's like 4 D wards in a row from the side of
Radiant's
Alliance.
top tower is under attack.
Walk back over for it. Maybe he gets punished. He's then moving over as well. They didn't get the D ward off there, but they are aware of the positioning of that ward, and that ward doesn't really do a whole lot for them.
I mean, what's the play here for team? You had this Razor carry. How'd you get him sort of into the game?
I think they should start connecting with the 2 supports and making the moves bottom, to be honest with you, because they both have 6. Echo Slam is at the ready. If you can pull attention away from the Razor, that's how you make your space as well. But the thing is, Alliance is just ready for it. Look at this. They're just blocking the area for the 2 supports to make the way down to bottom.
First.
Nice net worth pretty much on Alliance Limp's farm. Spiraling out of control here. Nico Baby's not too far behind him at all. A lot of a catch-up
Mine is truly a blessing.
done here by T1's cause.
They're so scared. Look at FNG just walk in at them. Is he just gonna try to walk in and place a sentry there? I think he's gonna die this time.
I mean, they've got the 3 of them. FNG very, very dead.
He really wants that ward.
Doesn't it?
We're out of this. Shrapnels are going to be sent out by Limp. Stop the chase. They are going to turn over towards Cuckoo. Cuckoo does have a Fisher at the ready, though, so they can't keep chasing. You weren't able to get out of there in space?
Space
granted for Savage.
Exactly, yeah. Drawing a lot of attention toward that ancient area. Cuckoo almost has a Blink Dagger finished up on the Earthshaker. S4 still in the area, and he does have Blink.
They're trying to
Opportunity.
bring down Radiant's top tower.
Likely take it. The wave's pushing in. Gotta sit very far back.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Radiant's top tower is under
Scans
attack.
there. Alliance is aware of their positioning.
It was
Wants to
your
go, but he knows. It's a bit too scary with the ET and the Snapfire back there. He knows they are there as well. Oh man, no, Zephyr, I didn't even realize, but Zephyr went a very greedy skill build. He went the 1-4-1 on the ET. So he feels like he's going to be able to go in and hit people rather than going for the usual, like 3 points in Stomp and 2 points in Spirit, something along that we usually take.
Oh, look at this jump forward. Arena's
He's already
out.
cooking him out.
They tried to cookie Cuckoo back to safety. I mean, to be fair, Cuckoo is still alive.
Burning.
They haven't finished him off yet. Cuckoo's running out of the shrapnel. Cuckoo does still tick down, but the kisses are coming out. Limp's going to go down. T1, they get themselves on top of FNG as well.
Look at Zephyr's damage. Plus 418.
He's chasing on. Nico Baby's got to run. Got a stomp again in a second. It's not going to catch him. Nico Baby out with the jump, but a great hold there from T1 down on the bottom lane as Alliance getting a little too ahead of themselves with that, and it cost them their mid's life. Limp goes down.
You could tell that S4 was skeptical about going in there, especially when he saw like so many rotations coming out. He knew the ET and the Snap were already there. Cookie saved long enough to get him out of there.
More time for the Roche, Nico says. Now, are T1 going to have wind of this?
I think they're already walking over. Zephyr?
They did it. They had the op, but it was underneath the op, so yeah, they know what's going on. I mean, can Nico Baby force this Roche? I don't know if he can. Hey, he's going to try. Can they get in here, T1? Doesn't look like they can. The Alliance are getting the space to do this.
They're going to get it. They're going to finish it. And Nico Baby has defusal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They've got to be careful how far they run into this.
A rough fight for Alliance down bottom, but most of it there by swinging straight over the Roche pit. Understanding that T1 weren't likely to try and take the fight there.
Both supports ults were still on cooldown, the kisses as well as that splitter. Kills it off Soap.
Cuckoo has, however, got that Blink Dagger done now, so T1 could look to try and strike with this.
Seconds until they have kisses, but I think they're going to go before that. The Blink gets delivered.
Straight up smoke.
Yep.
Find a play on Jumping Limp would be the dream for them. A sniper out.
No, something too. Quickly shrapnel made. Careful. Edie.
Dire's top tower is about to take
No
the
such
plunge.
thing as too much damage.
Their intentions there, so likely to get the jump that they want to. Carl just focused on finishing the BKB.
Biggest priority, so he can just never worry about the initiation from the Mars. He can just stand his ground. About to have it done.
Sort of the shrapnels and the ignites and these team fights coming out from Alliance have been huge nuisance for T1's cause to fight on through.
And already a Hurricane Pike finished up for Limp, so that Link never really going to be put on him anyway, more than likely. Break it, help out his teammates too, get the disengage. Savage also is about to have a BKB, so they will have a 2 BKB timing on the side of T1 with that Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, but Alliance, they still have that Aegis. 3 minutes.
Freeze.
Are they going to smoke it up? Lanes, I feel like lanes are in a decent spot right now. Lanes are not in a good spot. And there's the beat. Carl. 250 for Savages.
Might make a play up top, but it's just 2 of them. Nico Baby does still have to be a bit careful how he pokes, even with the age. The whole team around.
Wymon's just very good at keeping himself off the map, too. I'm seeing him not stealing creep waves, not showing himself, so every single time, you know, Alliance is trying to make these aggressive plays, but every single time, it's free four-step, as everyone likes to call it. For
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Yeah, very good positioning still from Whitemon. 2-0-4. Alliance still having this 2K advantage.
Gold and sweet.
Do they look to meet up and smoke?
Won't last long.
Or do they want to wait a little bit longer for age? They've got those BKBs, they've got the blinks.
Going before S4 has his BKB would be rather nice.
He's still quite a ways away.
Get the top of it, either him. But a lot harder for Nico Baby to have the space.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Tower's very low. You have a glyph available. Or find Zephyr on the side here. Settle with that.
Yes, yeah. They'll lock him down. Carl is over from the side, but yeah, nothing to help Zephyr.
MMR is just a number.
Dire's bottom
Same build that we saw
is about to
picked up from a lot of people now in the Ogre and Puppy and everyone fail.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle
Damage from that distance, and tower
Swine denied their bottom tower.
is a deny though.
Back to just waiting out the Aegis, it looks like,
Yeah,
for T1.
this-
Really careful about making any moves. I mean, he's only there for 30 more seconds, so that
Yeah.
have managed to get through most of it here, T1. Oh, Kui's just in!
He finds two.
He's in with a two-man slam, starts things off straight away onto both S4 and Nico Baby. 20 seconds on the Aegis for Nico Baby. Be careful, he's getting out of here.
Shrapnel.
Savage.
Savage.
Cookie back to safety. Quick moves there from Cuckoo and certainly shakes up Alliance a bit here. S4 gone.
Wasn't hesitating either. The moment he saw an opportunity to jump, he took it. The Aegis reclaimed. And I was mentioning early on how it is still difficult. Early on, before the game started with the draft, how it's difficult still to get the sniper because of all these bruisers that they have. We're starting to see the itemization. And I mentioned the Snapfire Ags is one of those things that they will have to get at some point. He's halfway, and he does have a Philosopher's Stone, so that means it's going to come quite a bit naturally. So that's going to help a lot for them to get into the back line.
I mean, what are you're sort of just shooting, what, the ET or the Razor on top of the sniper? What's sort of the plan?
They have BKBs, so yeah, you can do either one. Like, you could probably throw the Razor. But if ET has Aghanim, sure, you're going to be able to throw them, but that's going to take more time because now they're both farming as these.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's
Alliance,
bottom tower
seen even when they had the
faces a
edges,
stiff
playing
wind.
very carefully. Do you think they feel that they can, like, who's it under sort of more pressure this game that they drop?
Bottom tower is under attack.
I think that Alliance has really good scale. I think they have Sniper for high ground defense always. So that's always going to be there. But just a Kiss Mortimer thing can change things because you need to get people on top of him. But
Dire's top tower is about
Somebody
to take
being
the
chucked in
plot.
by the blinking on the Shaker. Was it still what? 23 was going for the blink on the Razor.
no,
He did have a Q there.
he had a cute. I think he's
Changed
just
plan.
because he's probably like, I don't need a blink. I
Yep,
have Snapfire. Snapfire's going to send me in. I would feel like Alliance is on a bit of more of a,
Radiant's middle tower
even though
is
they have
under
this sniper for this like crazy high ground defense and there's a rift there.
Yeah.
I think he always just changes everything.
Well, it just becomes this additional
He's
core.
just an additional huge core and everybody's damage becomes, quote, pure damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And they
attack.
just have such overwhelming team. But we'll see. Because high ground defensive sniper can always just be some crazy stuff. Bloodlusted sniper on high ground. Overextensions by T1 can just get turned in a line. Still being a great spot. Right now.
Oh, he wants to go. Echo, straight in with the Echo onto the creep wave out. S4.
He
He's done it
soloed
alone.
him.
Okay, gentlemen.
Look at the damage done. The pre-totem.
Just straight up got 2 levels out of those.
I think
It was,
he just
level
straight
12
up got 2
level
levels
14
out of
now.
that as well. And that was like the BKB pretty
Yep.
much done for S4. And
Oh, he's still not got it done.
now Cuckoo's almost got his done. Well, not almost, but getting a lot closer. Lord. 1358 XP.
When these games. Last one did, you know, it really did sort of become very calm and peaceful. We can always rely on Cuckoo to give us a bit of action.
Yeah. Passive farm from both sides continues too. Or Philosopher's Stone on the Snapfire. Who had the Philosopher's Stone? The IO, I believe. So Hanskin, he's got his Holy Locket done. He's got his mech. Got him.
Chasing down Nico, baby. And
The reload.
it will save him. Cost Hanskin his life for sure, though. Maybe getting to live to see another day.
What a punk.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Closer and closer.
To the win.
But done. Out now for Hanskins.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He has a Philosopher's Stone, so he's always going to get naturally very farmed as well.
Radiant think fortification
Take some towers down.
can
Radiant's
save
middle tower.
them.
But they go. Roshan is back up.
Dire's top
Keep eyes on Nico, baby. Maybe sneaking in and taking that one once again.
Zephyr also has 2.5 components of
He's
his
close
Aghanims
to it.
too.
He's
He's
getting
getting
there.
close too. Shard is also a really good pickup versus Sniper too, because you can just, hello, you stomp and you
Actually
appear
yeah.
right on top of him. So.
I mean, you said it, you know, the amount of ways T1 can break the
Yeah.
high ground if Alliance want to, trying to play this sort of drawn out, let's hold the high ground, wait for T1 to overextend.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, T1's got so many ways to just suddenly appear on top of you.
yeah.
It's not an you know, your base isn't that the safest of places it usually is.
Smoke on smoke. We have a BKB done on Mars. We do. So S4 has his BKB, so he could just jump in and start the fight if he sees anybody. The snap.
Oh, he's gonna jump.
He's gonna go.
Arena's in as well at the BKB pop. Focusing down the snap fight first. They'll get him over to the side. Carl takes down the Ogre.
Nico baby.
Five comes out from
He's stuck.
He's stuck. And the link is building
Fissure.
up. Oh,
Wait.
wait, what? I mean, he's gonna die anyway, but what? He
walked through it.
He just walked through the fissure.
He's dead anyway, and the eye is
he's
now
dead
gone.
anyway. I don't know what happened there.
Splitter.
Anyway, Splitter is coming in on Lip. Lip's been caught out. Another Fisher comes into play. He'll go down. FNG, he brought back for this. He will die. The kisses are coming out to S4. No BKB
it's a
ready for the rest of the fight. It's going to be a team wipe and more, of course, with that dieback from FNG as T1 take down everybody.
And Roche is alive for the taking. Oh my goodness. The commitment onto Whitemon, but then the fissure.
Look at that.
The
That's
perfect fissure. Did he actually... He walked through it, right? Like, I'm not blind.
I mean, it seemed like the Razor and him were in the same spot, and maybe like Razor just pushed him over the fissure.
Was he phasing, and then like his phase is deactivated, and he just got like shoved because the Razor was where he was when he's... Whatever, who cares? Either way, a beautiful fight from T1, all in position for it.
Dude, I think it was something like that. You're right. The phase ends.
Phase ends when he's standing on it and he gets shoved. That's the only thing I can think
over the
of.
fissure.
Yeah.
I know, it was weird. But it
Something.
didn't matter. Maybe, you know, Gaben was giving Alliance a bit of extra fortune, saying, if you go off, you run. But T1, they still managed to outdo that, taking down everybody. And now getting up to quite a big lead here after a bit of a peaceful mid-game or early mid-game. 6K lead now for T1.
And we see there from our beautiful observer pointing it out, Elder Titan gets given the shard.
I like it. I mean,
So now he doesn't need to buy it. He's about to have his eggs. He's just going to appear on top of this sniper inside of team fights. And does Limp have a defensive item? He has Silver Edge, so at least he has got one thing to disengage himself away.
Well, that pretty scary.
Yeah, very scary.
This Lena, you know, Carl's so farmed.
Yeah, he is.
1,000 net worth. Huge, level 20. I mean, I don't know. It's...
And they've got the Ags as well on Zephyr. So, yeah, so many different ways to just get their team on top of this snipe. Oh, bottom though.
Oh.
Savage is far.
And the BKB start linking up. The rest of the team are coming over, and you can see Alliance, they're a bit cautious about how they commit onto him because they know that T1's coming over for this. Already on the back. Carl.
He gets stunned. He's getting peeped.
He has got the Aegis. He's ready for a second round. Splitter coming out onto S4. This is flying in as well. S4 down to half HP in the trees. FNG has been found. Throws out the blast over to Cuckoo. Carl, he's going to stand his ground with the BKB. Nico Baby jumping in, trying to get on top of Whitemon. The arena's down. They've caught the three of them. Nico Baby focusing down Whitemon. The links building up here for Savage. Savage is pretty low himself, though. But Nico Baby, he's got to be careful. Handscape comes in with a heal. Keeps him healed up back to full HP and allows Nico Baby to stand back tall to Zephyr. Brings down the Elder Titan. T1, they're on the escape. Another spear. It will catch Savage. S4 finds him hiding in the trees. Alliance will be able to hit back hard.
Great playing around the tree lines. FNG, that was actually super clutch. Him just walking along the trees, gets the initial stun on the Lena. Sniper has positioning to just peep on top of him. And then just kind of discoordinated spells coming out from T1. A splitter, completely whiffs near the tower. Kisses all whiff as well, and a great chase through by Alliance. Nice clutch heal too, coming. Full healing, Nico.
Dire's bottom tower is
Nice
under
ult there.
attack.
S4 catching everybody.
Dire structures
Big arena.
are
Not letting Kuko
fortified.
get the initiation. Not letting him get the grab from the tree line.
Get in.
Yep.
Slam is up for the next
Dire's
play.
bottom tower won't last long.
Tier 2 go. Heroes down. Alliance
They're
getting
back.
the space to push it. I said that the TPs are coming in. See if they can get the catch here, Carl. About sneaking up on this.
Down Radiant's top tower.
Spores in the area with the BKB still.
Don't want to stick around.
What about
It almost looked like Alliance was maybe baiting him to go. If he had gone, I think they could have perhaps baited him because they had the IO behind for the big heals. Then the Mars can just jump in and try to control the Earthshaker, but maybe not wanting to take so big of a risk after they just got a nice win for themselves. Back up, reset.
got the arena, but Carl.
He gets him?
He's been caught, but can they take him down all the way? They can with Nico Baby coming over, but BKB comes up. Carl, he's on the run.
He's live.
He's on the run. He's out with the BKB. He gets out of there. Savage charges in with his own BKB on top of Nico Baby. Nico Baby gets back to safety. S4 caught in the pit. Fair bit of damage built up by 22 Savage, but S4 pushed him back with a spear. The chance to blink out. T1, they'll head back. Body to die here.
Oh my god, Carl is lucky.
It's close. A lot of money to sort out here. Got the Ags on. See ready? I think Carl as well. He had a lot of money before that fight, about 4k gold.
He was going for Shivas. Like,
Yeah,
he wants to stop all that healing, I think, and just be a little bit tankier versus the Ursa.
yeah,
Easier ways
he's
to
got
kite.
it now.
Yeah.
So there was a fair bit of money that was unspent in that lot.
Even holding on to a Psychic Headband, which is something you don't see too often on these Linas as a core. Sure, the cast range is all nice, but I think it's also just a pushback. Like, just pushing the Ursa off of him is going to be important. Anything for them to just kite and survive longer. Get constant spell usage off. Gonna be beneficial mid.
Catch him. There's a lot behind Nico Baby. Pretty much the entirety of Alliance standing there. They're set. Smoke blink. 5 of them Alliance on the
Fire
hunt.
scanning for enemies.
You
They
want
can find.
very prepared.
They were very convinced someone was down there. They like really looked along the tree line. Yep, go that high ground here. They're not gonna risk. Fresher soon on Savage. Not gonna build armor. Okay. He does have, of course, the BKB and that halberd to disengage, but. And we do have the fire shield picked up on the oak. Pretty good. Block a lot of damage that's going to be coming out from the Lina. Lina does heavy burst. 5%.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Definitely just still feel that Alliance, they don't feel pressured to make many active plays. Very careful. Really sort of waiting to see what T1 do. Make the moves themselves. One also very cautious right now. Alliance will try and break things out. Last smoke didn't too much. It's still the risk of going up to the high ground with these smokes. They're very, they want to do something, Alliance, but they know how risky it is to make these plays, and we've seen them today. They've had a lot of sort of these moves end pretty badly.
Yeah. Especially with the one that happened even in this game,
yeah,
where as 4 jumped on high ground, they lost 6 heroes. Be careful. Everybody is pretty much fire shielded, or at least bloodlusting and fire shielding everybody before they go.
And you know, these smoke usages, it's basically just them smoking on the off chance that T1 are moving into them. And they're never really trying to get over onto T1's half of the map with these smokes.
T1 is literally not moved.
Oh,
They've just sat in the mid lane because those side lanes have been pushed out so far.
I think T1's happy farming. Seems to be that way. They're not.
I don't think Alliance was too fussed about farming either. They're probably like, hey, we've got the sniper for late game. Yep.
Yeah.
High ground. Item picked up here for our sniper, MKB. So that halberd won't be nearly as effective anymore for Savage.
Dire's top tower is about to take
Bloodlusted
the
as well.
plunge.
Yep. Also has Mindbreaker, so.
Well, from Hans Kent. Help keep Nico Baby in on a target, get him away from the Razor if necessary.
Yeah, that's
Combo. Caught by the quick jumps of Cuckoo.
T1 it's been 2.5 minutes that they've literally just been playing with 5 in the mid lane.
Roche is up. That's going to be good news for Alliance, I would imagine.
And it's scouted.
Down quite quickly. T1.
Now they're going to smoke. Did they hit an item timing or something?
Already there for a bit of time.
Waiting for a moment. Opportunity. Better for them.
Alliance, as we saw with air smokes, they were very hesitant to move over to the other side of the map. We'll see if T1 want to come over to Alliance's side. Alliance, they've got the high ground. They're going to jump in. Nico, baby, in straight away. S4 comes into the BKB. They've taken down Whitemon. Arena's down, but Carl turns with his own BKB. Hansken bumping up the Ursa, but Ursa gets bursted. The Lagunas come out from Carl. Carl ready to run down S4. You've got Cuckoo and 23 Savage. They stay on top of FNG. The Ogre falls.
Zephyr's chasing Sniper.
Back Carl.
Zephyr's soloing Sniper. He solo killed Lip.
And at the same time, it's not looking great for the rest of Alliance here, but 23 Savage is running down Nico, baby, and Hansken. They'll get underneath the tower, but Cuckoo, he's jumping. Oh, see that damage! Cuckoo, that enchant totem, it just took pretty much the entirety of Nico, baby's health away from him.
Back. And Elmar is also S4.
Oh, he's gonna live for now. But
they're chasing. They have a stomp they can catch him through, but he blinks out. Dude, Zephyr solo killed the mid. The ET, he just stomped, appeared on top of him. They force-stabbed him to dodge the splitter, but didn't matter. He had like 500 move speed, caught right up to him. Just literally punched him down.
And doing that sort of fight in a rough position, they come in from the river. Alliance, they have the full high ground vision and information. Nico, baby, tries to jump in, but it couldn't end any worse. As you said, a dieback from Nico, baby. T1, they've really played it cool, calm, and safe this game. It is paying off massively. Roshan, it's theirs. Up to nearly a 10k lead, and I think, you know, Alliance, they are going to have to fall back and rely on their sort of belief in the fact that their high ground defense is going to be strong enough to push back T1, because as it goes with regards to plays out on the map, T1, they've just got their number every single time.
Absolutely. They know it's a target prioritization. They know who they have to go for. Zephyr's like, you guys do not worry about Sniper. Sniper is my job. Yep. And he, like, that's it. Like, now he has Mask of Madness as well that he picked up afterwards. So how are you going to get away? Like, this Sniper actually has no way to get away unless he actually buys a shard. He might need to get the shard, the concussive grenade, to push that ET off of him.
They just split the fight perfectly. And Razor as well. He stays on top of the Ursa.
Yep.
Making it very hard for Nico, baby, to play his game.
Like, you can't even look at the mini map is what you need to really look at. Like, look at the dark green chasing the teal, and look at Limp's HP on the top. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he just kills him. Like 4 or 5 auto attacks.
Back in action, FNG. He's out of action.
You are dead.
Alliance, they're going to have to huddle up and hold the high ground as P1, they're ready to swing round, take away these tier 2s, and after those last few fights, I don't know if Alliance can pull anything together outside of it.
Who's hunting?
He's dancing outside of the base. He has got the tether just in time. Carl was going in for him.
DD Lena.
Double damage.
Top tower with the DD.
Radiant's top tower.
Who actually has the shard? The refresher shard. Yeah, okay, Razor. So they have Aghanim's Razor with refresher, with refresher shard, with the Eye of the Storm interval, and he's about to get level 25 for Eye of the Storm target. So triple Razor ult.
Oh my goodness.
When they go for the high ground push.
Yeah, good luck trying to fight into that.
Triple Razor ult into sending him in with the Snapfire ult.
Shooting him in. Sudden thunderstorms coming in from the east.
Oh, Cuckoo's hunting. Nico baby sees him.
Oh, Nico baby. Oh, he's damage. He's sent in. It's going. Away for now.
Play cool. Zephyr scouting all of them with the Spirit.
Cuckoo's still hunting. He's ready to jump from the invis. Oh, Ice4 sees him though. They see Cuckoo sneaking forward. They get rid of the shaker.
Nice, nice, nice. Nice play by us.
They saw him.
Real quick play. Sneaky Ward too. They did not know that one's down there. But yeah, it's outside of the range of the sentry, so not aware that he was under vision. 70 seconds. Earthshaker's a pretty big deal. What? Oh. He's still just trying to send him in.
Wait, what?
He's guessing. He looks like he's just guessing.
No, that was a...
S4.
Carl, he's found S4. He just walked up a corner of S4. He's not getting out of this as he turns, gets the arena off, but he's dead. S4 goes down. Nico maybe will be able to get it to kill off Whitemon. But the rest of Alliance having to back off. FNG turns to the stun, and the damage coming out from Carl. To turn them apart. Nico maybe's trying to get in on 23 Savage, but 23 Savage is able to get away. And now Nico maybe's got to run, but he's not going to be able to do so. The plasma field slow comes in. Nico maybe down for 90. Hansken, he's got tether up. He's going to force himself up to the high ground, but the refresher from 23 Savage. A second ring comes flying out. Hansken out of the game.
Zephyr's in. He's on top of the sniper.
He's trying to hold the high ground here. Zephyr indeed running underneath the tier
too deep, though.
4s. Fortification comes out. Zephyr, he will die for this. Carl getting out either. Assassinate in on him. FNG trying to close in, but Carl.
Ooh, did he satanic off the dust? I believe.
Money to burn.
Away there. T1 again, just bringing the fire. Alliance, it will push them back, but losing 4 heroes, spending 2 buybacks. And T1, they've still got the Aegis intact on Carl. They get it pretty, the sort of the big heroes out of there. No loss whatsoever. 15k lead now for T1.
But we did get to see the beauty of exactly what, the sniper on high ground defense, where he's able to just sit back and peep up, and he did over
Cuckoo straight back in for the
damage.
action.
Of course he is.
They're just running in FNG. FNG's trying to get out to do a bit of warding. He's going to die for this one. BKB popped by Cuckoo as he's a little concerned with Limp looking towards him.
Sending in the raise
They
there.
are Savage. He's in on the front line, sent right up to tier 3. S4, he's coming out the base. He's looking for someone, but he's not finding anyone. Pops the arena down. He's got to run and get out of there. No follow-up to the arena right now. The kiss is coming in from Whitemon.
Fresh BKB.
They've got to be careful. They hold the high ground. They're looking towards Carl, but Carl cooking his safety into the silver edge. He's away.
Snipe. Safe. It's Aegis reclaimed. T1 was really trying to push the envelope with that Aegis there.
We're going to get some fantastic base dives here
Yeah.
for T1. Straight past the tier 3s, underneath the tier 4s there for last time.
Yep, and they forced Limp to use his first BKB extremely defensively inside of the base. So that is the 9-second reveal.
Gold is a great conductor.
Man, he's even bought a drum now too, so anything to give him some movement speed, attack speed to be able to try to stick onto this sniper. I think he's even taken a Penta Edge Sword for himself. Range damage. If I get a main proc, then sniper can't run.
Oh. Terrifying.
It's just he has been the one who just, sniper is his prey.
Really worked out for T1 for that period of the game where they just kept the game in a bit of a stalemate. Alliance weren't really able to make moves into them. T1, they get these items, and we're just seeing team fight after team fight. Alliance, they can't keep up.
But the base has not been broken, and there is a sniper in the game. So
the high ground turnaround, that's what they're looking towards, and it definitely felt like that was the plan all along here from Alliance.
The plan is now in 18 minutes when the ballista drops for the sniper.
The ballista. Oh, that's true. No, I've not seen a good ballista in a while.
I haven't ever ballista. They are going to be trapped. They are absolutely going to be trapped in their base for quite some time now. Going outside is just too scary, especially after using the buybacks. How's ours looking? 19 seconds until the Ursus is back up, but the other 2 supports still on cooldown for 5 minutes.
Well, what we got?
Dire are
what?
scanning
There's no
for
bullet.
enemies.
Wait, what? Why nobody tell me? My ballista.
It's a good thing it's not there
Yeah,
anymore.
it's gone. My ballista. Just checking you up to date with the patches, chat.
I got you good.
Oh, you'll pass the test. Or just pretending, promise.
IO, Hansken.
Oh, okay, that's a dead IO. No buyback either. S4's going to go for the TP out, but the BKB can so then nothing to stop it though. S4 will back up.
How long on buyback?
Too long. 4 minutes on Hansken.
Yeah, doesn't have the gold. Minutes. And Roche, 20 seconds until we find out. Lions continue trapped inside.
No ballista. I don't know what the point in 60 minutes. Whoa.
I was practicing my backstroke.
Okay.
They were all gonna lag.
Limp look to apart from Cook held back to put the chains on.
I'm
take him
seeing a
down
lot of
anymore.
other, I think a couple other people, because I'm seeing all the other people disconnecting and reconnecting on the side of my
Oh,
screen.
on other streams?
No, just on my... Weird.
all the pros that I have on my
Well,
friends list.
my
MSS
friends,
puppy.
what do you want from me? Hey, you're on my friends list.
All right, now.
I'm checking to see any other items. Buybacks still, yeah, it's the main thing really. Gonna be trapped in there for some time.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure they get.
Did get
They're gonna
there.
need that. That's gonna be what turns around the extent. T1's gonna dive in. T1's almost certainly gonna kill you when they dive. It's about having those buybacks to punish them after blown.
Of course, we
I think
have
they
the
did, didn't they?
telescope on.
Oh, they got telescope in the lines.
Telescope on Snapfire. I don't think
Oh, not
Alliance
for
has.
Alliance.
Alliance does not have all their news.
You are dead. Dead.
Telescope would be good. One of the better ones for them. Sure.
Yeah, increase that range for the sniper.
Yep. Back.
No internet.
What a
The grandma having difficulty.
Ooh, aftershocks.
Been around for dial-up on.
I was. I'm not
Alright,
that young.
okay. Oh, it looks like the stream went down as well.
Oh.
And now it's back up.
Hello, chat. Press F if you can hear me.
See, I mean, they were spamming F anyway, Owen.
Oh,
so...
nice. They could hear me. They heard me all along. Heard me all along.
No, now they're spamming more Fs, so I think now they're healing
more
you.
Fs. They,
But
spam F. Yep,
looks like it's
that-
starting to
nice.
come back. People are
That's
starting to come back. Snapfire's back too.
best tech chat. Ours.
Going
When ready.
ready.
You're missing
You're
Carl.
missing a teammate.
23, you haven't got your mid. Come on. Don't forget about Carl.
He's like, wait.
And then what? Yes, he's on your same team. We are waiting. It's your carrier just said go.
And we're underway.
FNG. Careful. Sir. Okay. Another
Wasn't careful.
unsuccessful warning mission here for FNG.
He got the ward down.
I guess he did. Okay, so it was successful.
I don't think they
Partly.
saw him place either. They don't have vision up there now. They will.
Ah,
Okay,
no,
done.
it's gone.
That plasma's gone. I think Carl canceled his TP though. He was TPing back to base and he stopped his bots because of the unpause. So all
That's
the way
right,
back.
Chill.
Picks himself up a blink dagger, going for the swift blink, just everything to get on top of sniper. Continue to sweep map left to right, not allowing the lines to get outside.
Oh, yeah, I think it's only FNG that's daring to step out of the base.
Yep.
Everybody else is very, very cautious.
Yep, and they're just gonna keep putting their heads into that Roche pit, checking to see when it does come online. Next items. Heart now for 23 Savage. And they're not really giving Alliance opportunities to go outside and get the rest of their neutral. They're stuck on the 3 tier 4s.
The high ground.
Seconds, Alliance,
they're
gonna
smoking
smoke
out.
out.
Risky. Taking the risk here, Alliance.
Trying to get any type of vision out on the map, because they're just blind. They're absolutely blind on the map. The wraparound, though. Look at the line drawn.
Fire are
Pretty
scanning
big.
for enemies.
There's a big wrap around here.
Oh, Carl might run
Right.
into it.
Carl would be the perfect.
This
If
could
they
be
can get
huge.
Carl. Wards down, they're not going to see Carl. Cuckoo is in the pit.
Oh, Cuckoo's
Oh,
walking
he's
up.
in, they see him, they jump.
He gets the
Go away.
BKB up.
Already, but he's
Still
still
dead.
dying. kill on Kuku. 23 Savage in with the Stallion going to Nico Baby. Nico Baby relocated out to the side to break the lead. FNG will fall. 23 Savage focusing with the BKB. Carl is focusing down Limp. Limp can't get away in time. With BKB's out, 23 Savage. The second round of us stays on top of Nico Baby. That's the wrong base they're running back to. The re-relocate takes them back over the fight, but they've lost 3 on Alliance. It's just Nico Baby and Hansken left alive. Carl sent forward by the Snapfire. Blinks in to close the gap on a Nico Baby. Sun catches Hansken. Hansken goes down. They got anything else to close the gap on? Nico Baby's pretty speedy. Looks like they don't. He'll get out, but 4 dead on Alliance. Only Limp with a buyback available here. T1.
He has to use it.
They're ready to roll down the mid and do some damage to the base here. Or are they?
It's straight back to the Roche.
To the Roche, so play it safe.
Yep.
They're enjoying this 1T1. They'd like to draw it out. Not in a rush here. They know that they've got a comfortable lead. Play it safe.
They just have so many ways to get on the targets. Like, even though the Earthshaker gets caught kind of far from his team, they have blinks, they have stomps, they have this more of the gobble up that comes out from the Snapfire. They just get right on top of them so quick. You saw Sniper, immediately Alina just appears on top of him as soon as he shows inside of the fight. Lip just has no way to pretty much do anything in the fight. So now Nico Baby shows his face bottom.
Oh. He might regret that. The run.
Gobble up.
He's not getting out of it. Any sort of save there is not. That is him gone for 100. Okay. Limp's got to get back up to the high ground, back up to the fountain to get away.
Got 3 heroes back up, a 32,000 gold lead.
Yep.
And there's an Aghanim blessing.
Zephyr's holding on to it.
Zephyr's like, wait.
Who's he giving it to?
He's like, who doesn't have it? Lina?
Wait,
Shaker?
Lina doesn't. Give it a call.
Nah, he's gonna give it a coup.
All right.
More reach.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell.
Passes it over. Trying to sneak in. Gets the connection. He's a very tanky Lina, though.
I mean, well, is it tanky enough, though? Oh!
Gobble!
Swapped in!
Onto the
shot straight into Satanic. He's back up to full HP! Carl! Setting on the front line there. Back to Wymon. Kuku jumping in with the Ekasama. Lives quick with the BKB. Steps back. Fisher is out. Yep. Turns over towards Kuku. The kisses. Forcing Alliance back to the base. They pop the fortification. Still 30 seconds. No Nico Baby.
Drax goes down.
Limp's trying his best to peep them out of the base here. He's not going to get any kills. And T1, they got what they wanted.
Yep, they didn't get any of those extra kills, but they got the racks. Did whiff a little bit of an Echo Slam, but didn't matter, as they came for.
Where did the Ags go?
He gave it to their Shaker.
I saw him on, they didn't.
They still have the Refresher shard too.
Yep.
They passed it over to the Razor.
Right, I do. I'll give it to Kuku, man.
The triple. He needs the BKB.
Razor.
He needs to have the BKB. Everything, but he's getting grabbed. Relocate.
He's very tanky. Incredibly tanky.
Incredibly tanky.
Incredibly.
And he's got Alina connecting.
There's 4 heroes running away from him.
And there's another BKB.
And he's got a refresher shot if he wants to do another round of it as well. FNG just dying to the lightning.
And Carl has a BKB. Or sorry, DD to just incinerate that IO. And
they found S4. 3 dead outside of the base.
Had enough for you.
T1.
Not have the damage to kill this Razor.
Money for the full AC as well.
Yep.
Coming out ready for the high ground push here. Buyback on S4, no buyback on Hansken.
Any what?
45,000 gold lead.
Slam.
Carl, just in.
See what?
That's Satanic.
What can Limp do to stop this? He's got to watch out for these heroes. They're just flying in.
So many of them, though.
Yep. There's so many.
Carl, he even has to watch out for the Spirit.
What?
Oh, did he save him?
He did. Well, he had the
60
Aegis.
HP.
He had the Aegis, but it keeps the Aegis alive for a couple of minutes. Whitemon with some clutch gobble-ups. Oh, Nico, baby. Careful on the front lines. Gonna want to wait up until S4 and Hansken are back in action.
Radiant's middle tower just healed over.
The Aegis.
Seconds to Mars.
Maybe wanted a round there.
He gets an initial bash, potentially. Down. And back up and reset. 3,000 gold lead. Keep Alliance trapped inside their base.
Got that mid-racks. Still up.
Go up.
0%. Oh.
0. It is quite a hefty amount of gold.
I mean, it is a lot of gold. Oh.
Damage aplenty.
Go. They're ready
They are very ready.
for the finish line.
Who's being sent in? Razor, are you ready?
Dire
Don't have
are
refresher for 30 though.
standing for enemy.
But they could just commit. They could just send heroes into back, and then Razor can just kill the racks by himself.
Look, they sneak around, entering the base from the top. Lions, so they're going to be ready for this. Nico Baby stepping forward. E1 coming in from the west. They're going to start things off straight away on a hand scan. They jump the eye on hand scan. Is he able to keep himself alive? So then he's he hits the tether across. He'll live. And in fact, Cuckoo goes down. Dies underneath tier 4 towers. FNG will fall. Out for 100 seconds. The BG buyback from Cuckoo. Nico Baby trying to fight Savage underneath the towers. He gets the bash up with the disarm there.
The eye is short, though.
Savage points the BKBs out of the side. Savage will back off for now. Carl's able to get in. Takes out, has to get buyback from him. Takes out Nico Baby, buyback from him. By the fountain here, Carl. He's fighting them right up to the fountain. Nico Baby trying to step up to catch on top of Carl. Carl's backing away.
My God, they just died to the lightning. The Eye of the Storm just snapping onto the Ursa, and the Mars blinks into it as well and just gets eviscerated. And Raxes are dead.
They are. They got the mega creeps. 3 buybacks as well, having to come out from Alliance there to try and push back T1. T1 did use 2 buybacks themselves.
Yep.
With the megas out. And the lead still persists. 47k lead. T1 still definitely having the lion's share of the fun here this game with the lead that they've built up.
Cocoon's Zephyr didn't even get a single spell off. Immediately they jumped in with the Enchant Totem, and the other one jumped in with the Stomp and just got...
the heat?
Yeah, and Carly's pretty much done with farming. Moonshard's already been swallowed. He's not really got much else to buy.
Yep. And want to Zag. Or his shot.
Oh, hang on, mid. Oh, who can help me? The BKB from S4, yeah, he was...
70 seconds that they can go on him now. They even see S4 for a hot second. Ooh. Here.
Did catch Carl, but still careful about doing anything else about that.
I mean, no Arena for 80, no BKB for 55 on S4. Boop.
Limpaz's got 25 and he has got the Daedalus. He's got the full Daedalus. So he's packing a lot of damage now to him.
Megas are all creeping in though. $48,000 Quite the numbers. Something. I feel like we've had a lot of these games where they're like 40k leads. It's insane. Ag's blessings.
D1 if they want to wait for the 60 minutes.
Carl's like, wait, I have 10,000 gold.
10,000?
10,000.
And he's literally got nothing to buy. I said...
Bots too.
Doesn't want the shards of the blessing.
He needs bots too.
Flash, cute up.
Illusion.
Neither. Pressure.
Pressure.
Okay. Yep. Double BKB.
Double BKB
Double
wins the
Shiva.
game
Double
at this point.
Satanic. Double Silver. Right, yeah. Double. Phenomenal. Did they ever get that? They did. Okay.
I mean, Roche is going to be up soon again, so T1, I think they'll sit back for that.
Yeah, they did use 2 buybacks.
Yeah.
So if they want to be
Play
super
careful.
Yep.
Risks when fun.
Sure, FNG is having a blast now, just clicking Bloodlust and Fire Shield on his teammates for the last like 12 minutes inside.
What's them getting after the Daedalus?
Does have a good chunk. Needs
Get
to say
that
buyback,
rapier.
but probably does need the rapier.
More DPS. See what going to be able to do about that. Still waiting on the roast. 20 seconds.
Farming the whole map. Everybody's farming. Zephyr's got level 25 now too. He's gonna have Swift Blink on as well, so even more mobility, more speed. And there we are. Rosh is up.
Who even needs the stuff from the road? Take it.
Who needs the? I guess you know what. Now it's time to give it to the Lina. Carl, you didn't want to buy it.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it.
He don't want it. He's gonna deny it. Sell it. Can you sell the blessing? You can't you?
Yeah, you can.
You can sell the blessing. Savage, cheese on Cuckoo. Right, now they've got everything. They could still wait a few minutes if they want the 60 minutes. Depends how much they're in a rush, how hungry they are. It's getting up to dinner time.
Indeed, almost dinner time.
Maybe T1 want to make sure they're down in the canteen in time.
All these waves pushing in, all three coming now.
Lions, they've got to protect Limp at all costs. Limp dies and has got a buyback, so he'll have 2 shots.
There's the Razor.
Oh, he's coming in!
And the kisses.
Straight in. BKB refreshes out as well. He's winning with the 2 rounds, cuts out FNG. Jump forward for Cuckoo, he's in onto Limp. Limp just turns, Cuckoo is dead. They've lost Cuckoo. Limp turning towards his next target. Look at one Savage. Jump forward for Nico, maybe trying to get in on top of Carl. The BKB's a block Savage. Pushing forward. He's into the Fountain. Look at his Zephyr go. He's died with the Fountain. He's able to take down the Star for Zephyr. Fountain diving, triple kill in the Fountain. And that's it. Game's over. GG's called.
Holy crap.
T1 just save up and they look for the Fountain dive. Zephyr's the first to charge in and he loves it.
Thank you.